My name is Matthew Gruhl. I am the assistant principal for last names starting with A through F. Safety is our priority at Venice High School. We will be following both the CDC and the Sarasota School District reopening guidelines within the context of Venice High to ensure both students and staff are as safe as possible. Safety begins with arrival to campus. We will have a staggered arrival this year to safeguard against COVID-19. At 7:15 a.m., bus riders will be released to enter the school building. At 7:20 a.m., car riders, walkers, and bikers will be permitted to enter the school buildings. Car drivers are strongly encouraged to remain in their cars until 7:20. Upon entering school, students are required to wear their face covering and maintain a safe distance. Face coverings, as defined by the Sarasota County School Board, include commercially produced surgical masks, respirators, cloth coverings, or homemade cloth coverings. Anyone can choose to wear both a face covering and a face shield. Unacceptable face coverings include mesh, sheer, and materials with visible holes. Once entering a building, the expectation is that students will move directly to class without stopping except to use the restroom or locker if required, to keep a safe distance from others, to stay to the right in hallways. If students come to a crossway at the same time, they should always yield the right of way, just like driving. Signage and adults will be stationed in major hallways to remind students to travel in a safe and orderly fashion. The only students permitted to stop at lockers are those who have rented one. The lockers that have been rented are not in contact with any other locker to promote safety. When students approach and enter a classroom, they are required to keep a safe distance from others, grab a cleansing wipe, thoroughly clean their workstations, including the desk shield, sit at their learning stations and begin their learning activities, wash and/or use hand sanitizer as appropriate, follow teacher direction and procedures as it relates to the student movement, activities, and end-of-class dismissal. There will be two distinct areas for eating lunch this year, inside the cafeteria and outside. If a student desires to eat inside the cafeteria, they will need to come and sit at the inside tables and wait for their section to be dismissed to the inside lines. If students would like to eat in the outside eating area, they need to come and sit at the outside tables and wait for their section to be dismissed to the outside lines. Both areas are going to be limited to a maximum of 50% capacity to ensure safe space. Students are permitted to temporarily remove their masks or face coverings while they eat or drink. Once completed, the expectation is that they put those masks or face coverings back on. We will have a staggered dismissal at the end of the day. Bus riders will be provided a wristband to show teachers so they can be dismissed at 2:09. Walkers and parent pickup students will be dismissed at 2:12. Car drivers will be dismissed at 2:15 at the bell. All students are required to keep their face coverings on until they are off campus. Thank you for doing your part to ensure the safety of all students and staff at Venice High School. I am looking forward to a safe and productive year of learning.